What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? This your boy, Luciferian Prince, coming at y'all once again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome for the continuation of this series that's on my channel. It's growing slow, kind of like that. And it is what it is. Sometimes slow motion is better than no motion at all. Now, if you're watching this video around children, please remove them from your immediate vicinity, as my videos are not for children. Simple as that. This is adult-based content for the general public, but adults nonetheless. As far as me, what I'm saying, this does not constitute anything legal advice. This does not constitute anything anti-government, because I can't be anti-self, because we the people are government. With that being said, these words and the likeness of my image and so forth is protected by the First Amendment Constitution provisions. Irrespective of a man's social contract, I have the right to say whatever the fuck I feel like, irrespective of man's law or any laws made in conjunction thereto. Simple as that. My mouth and my personality is not guided by just, which is man's law. Let's get that straight. So, I wanted to touch on something real quick before I actually proceed in this series, and I think that is very funny that for some odd reason, I can give like a self-fulfilling prophecy on certain points. I swear I can't make this stuff up. It's like the previous video I had. It was literally how to, basically depose a realtor, right? And I posted a video, and it got a couple views over let's say a couple hours. It was like in the double digits, but it is what it is, because like I said, the algorithm continuously blocks me for odd reasons, because I'm just the voice of a person who just tells you the truth on my channel, that this system is full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Period. And I'm going to continuously say that, and I'm going to stand by that until the day I go. Period. And in regards to it, it's funny how I said it in my previous video, and then the first person who actually commented on the video was a realtor. Okay? Let me tell this to all these people who work for the so-called, quote-unquote, the ill of the system for their own particular gains. And let me take a swig of water on that. I'm going to say this, and I'll be the one to say it. Simple as that. Free speech. Simple as this. You realtors, you attorneys, you bankers, you doctors, you judges, you police officers, you prosecutors, you solicitors, all the way down to the motherfucking meter maid that gives away parking tickets to people unwittingly and unknowingly. All of y'all are full of shit. Period. Fuck your career. Fuck what you stand for. Fuck everything about what you are. And the beautiful thing about this is I'm not saying it to anyone in particular. So you can't report this as abuse and harassment. If you're sensitive, you shouldn't be here in the first place. But the system in which you adhere to is nothing more than a private for-profit corporation for you some bitches to prey on the public. Oh yeah, I forgot IRS agents too. All of them are all the same. See, when you deal with the creator, some people may call it other things. Some people call it Allah. Some people call it God. Some people call it Jehovah. Some people call it whatever. I'm just going to say creator. Let's just say that. It's a blanketing term, but a term nonetheless. Okay? Giving rise to a higher intelligence that created this whole plane that we call Earth, that man has so gloriously fucked up. All right? Let's just say to the creator, when you play to the realm of the creator, fuck this world. And it is your job, it is your duty to be outspoken against these entities. Fuck them. Period. They do not have your best interest at heart. Every time they turn around, they're trying to take something away from you. An attorney tries to take away your freedom. A judge, your freedom and your money. Prosecutor, your freedom, your money, and your mobility when you actually want to leave this situation that you're in. It's all the same. Mortgagers, or realtors. They want to take away your real property. You see what I'm saying? Banksters. They want to gain interest off the money you make. Must I go on? We ain't going to talk about the IRS. These individuals don't even fucking work. All they do is sit back, push paper, and just tell you, you owe us. That's it. When are y'all going to come to a realization that this system is only geared to profiting a few fucking people? Period. See, what I advocate on my channel is to turn yourself into a center of where you're not considered revenue. Your mere existence should not be billed, tokening, or any type of accounting on your mere existence. But unfortunately, we live in such a greedy ass, cold, selfish world where the bottom line is more important than human life. And I think that what the title of this video should rightfully be called is called Unique Collective Awareness. Because if you don't understand that we are heading into what I call the nether realm of 2025, people, the normalcy that you've seen in your life in previous years was nothing more than you being held underwater and deluded and being lied to for majority of your adult life, and you being told that you can have all the things in the world because you have to work hard for it. But here we are in 2025 in a maturing complex of the veil being torn before our very eyes. And what do we see? The harder we work, the less we achieve. While we sit here and look at a class of people who sit on a fucking thumb all day long, shout orders, and make way more than 10 households in 1 year. And that's just being nice. The average median household in today's economy is $22,163. One general manager of a corporation makes at least anywhere between $57,000 to $60 some odd thousand. So just as say a general manager at a Fortune 500 company, this is general manager. We ain't talking about CFO, CEO. We ain't talking about that yet. We're talking about just one person who's just not the head honcho, but the head of the underling. Let's say that. That individual makes, after taxation, enough to provide for 2.5 families. We're not going to go to the CEO position. Okay? We just saw, literally, in the recent media, for those who have been following. If you haven't been following, you've been living under a fucking rock, and you really need to get your head in the game. The whole situation that happened with the dude in New York, right? The whole situation that happened with the dude in New York. What's his name? Brian Thompson or something like that. CEO for United Health. The world pumped the motherfucking brakes for this guy. One billionaire get clapped before his 8 o'clock meeting where he was about to go hustle some more investors, right? Where he was about to go hustle some more investors on December 4th. Now, mind you, this all happened this month. CEO of United Health, Brian Thompson, I think that's his name, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's his name. Brian Thompson, something like that. But he was killed by an unknown suspect. You know what I'm saying? Out front of the Marriott Midtown Manhattan. You know, that's the ritzy area of Manhattan. That's where people got that bread. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Midtown anywhere where people got that bread. I mean, just being honest, a bunch of yuppies and shit anyway. But needless to say, this man was literally 10 minutes away from actually getting to his particular destination, right? I'll leave the video and the link and you do your own homework. I'll leave the video and the link in the description in the comment section. You do your own homework. That's what you do. And this is like right before his meeting, right? Dude come out of nowhere. Pew, pew. Sniped him. Didn't even see it coming. Now that morning, this man, multi-billionaire, who has schemed millions upon millions upon millions of Americans out of millions upon millions upon billions of dollars. Not only to mention that he was denying, his corporation was denying multiple claims of people who had life-threatening illnesses and so forth and so on, ad infinitum. You see what I'm saying? And this one individual who caused countless thousands upon thousands of deaths because he had the touch of a pen. And he had a bunch of individuals that was underneath his grasp, basically saying, We ain't giving these people shit. He had an approval rating of claims for insurance that were upwards of, let's say, that were upwards up to 32%. 32% of claims that were processed through United Health were only accepted on 32% approval rate. It's not even close. That's not even half. It's close, but it's not there. It's not even over half. It's not even 75%. That meant that you were doing below average numbers for approvals for clients to actually get the care that they need. But it didn't matter to him, though. He wasn't worried. He was going on vacation, sending his kids to school, doing some insider trading with Nancy Pelosi. Oh, my bad. Who also has ties to United Health. He was doing all of this for years. Laundered over $100 billion. People, 1 million times 100 is 100 million. That's a lot in and of itself. 1 billion times, come on. $100 billion. Do you not understand the astronomical sum of this money? Now, this is blood money now. These are people who done put their faith and trust into this corporation that this man was the CEO of. Wasn't studying none of them people's lives. But the moment he got taken out, right? Now, all of a sudden, the whole world stops. We have to stop the whole world. Pause media press. We got to find us this guy that took out the elite, so-called. Not to mention, I'm not no conspiracy theorist, but I think that everybody that actually does put their 2 cents together on this case would know better. The individual that they're parading through the media right now, I can guarantee you, is not the guy. I could assure you of that. And what people do not understand is the government or any other entity, to keep the panic down from the higher ups who have just money. That's it. They don't have anything other than what you have on this earth, which is life. They just have money. To alleviate their conscience and say, we got the guy. This is him. Luigi, well, they like, oh yeah, this is him. Luigi Margione, oh, this is him. He's the guy. Spent over $1 million to extradite this man from Pennsylvania to New York. Mind you, in the media report, they said particularly he was only a person of interest. How do you go from a person of interest to full-fledged being arrested? Then you get arrested. Then you were just a person of interest. You got charged while in custody as being a person of interest. If this does not scream smoke and mirrors to you people, I do not know what will. But we as a people, this is where the unique collective awareness comes in. If you look up many social media posts, all ages, ethnicities, nationalities, races, colors, creeds, religions, everybody felt the same way. And you know how they felt on social media? This is the thought process of unique collective awareness. Irrespective of race, nationality, creed, color, origin, affiliation, anything, they said, fuck that dude. All of them. I'm talking about thousands upon thousands upon thousands of posts, tweets, threads. Say, fuck that CEO. Do you know where this comes from? This comes from a unique collective awareness of the population who are tired of being fucked over. See, unique collective awareness lets us know, irrespective of all the things that we've been fed to society, it's two groups of people in this world today. Those who have and those who don't. The little bit of the middle class that's working, they're just letting y'all work until they can sort out the kinks. Eventually, automation will take over society, period. They're letting you work until they can figure out how are we going to foist our new world order on the entire population of people with them peacefully accepting it. That's what's coming in 2025. You don't believe me? All you people that think that y'all motherfuckers out there buying that Bitcoin and all that shit, that cryptocurrency, you don't own the digital infrastructure. So don't let nobody hype you up, because there's going to come a time where if you want to access that motherfucking cryptocurrency, your ass better have that motherfucking ring on. You better have that ring on, or you better have that chip. Yeah. You think that they going to let you live free and independent? Oh, you out of your fucking mind. You out of your mind. Think that you going to save up thousands upon thousands of dollars in crypto and they not going to have a hand in it? They going to roll out Fed now, 2025. Watch how y'all tax. Mark my motherfucking words. Watch how y'all tax processing procedures switch over. Watch. All you people that's making y'all little fiat on these other social media platforms, when they start asking you for your tax information, you better understand. The moment you give it to them, they know exactly what you make. I'm tax exempt. Been so for years. Been so for years. I don't pay taxes. Not on nothing. Not on nothing. I don't use no social. That's for taxpayers. I use EIN number. But needless to say, across the board, the lowly and the downtrodden were the people was like, you know what? We sick of this. I know out of all the things we've been taught throughout our life, the ignorance, the racism, the genderism, all of this stuff does not come from us, y'all. If you leave the common people alone, people that are common do what common people think. You know who got the most time on their motherfucking hands to devise these schemes? These rich, lazy motherfuckers. They meet in covert, secret. Let's meet up. Let's figure out how we can fuck the world up. If you take the average common man or common woman, no respective of race, nationality, creed, origin, no matter what, you give them a little bit of wealth, man, they want to go live and mind their motherfucking business. How are you a multi-billionaire and you wake up looking at how to fuck shit up? You have what 98% of the population is one. I said 98 for a reason. Because there's a 1% that ain't popular that basically like, we don't fuck with y'all. And see, when people be like, oh, you don't mess with the government. No, you have to understand the government is the people. I think we need to read the Declaration of Independence all over again in 2025. Come on now, how far off are we as a society? Senate just passed the bill last week declaring the bald eagle America's national bird. Did we step through a fucking time portal in 2024? Because if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it always the national bird? I mean, it was a debate in the late 1700s, early 1800s. They was like, well, you know, the turkey should be the national bird. That was Ben Franklin dumbass shit. They're like, nah, fuck that. The bald eagle was considered the national bird because it was considered majestic. Same bald eagle we saw in the back of the quarter for, I'm 36 years young. And they just passed the fucking bill saying that this, what the fuck? Y'all have to stick with me on this shit. How do you pass a bill? Most of these people have been on Senate and Congress and so forth before I was even born. Some of these motherfuckers on Senate have held these seats for well over 40 years. I'm not even 40 yet. And how the fuck do y'all pass a bill? Somebody should have stood up and said, hey man, what the fuck is y'all smoking? This is the reason why that happened, people. The government that you think you knew is no longer existed. No longer existed. No longer existed. It is now down to corporatocracy. Period. That democracy, that republic shit y'all talking about, throw that shit out the window in 2025. Y'all are headed for the digital auditorium. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, you don't have to. Trust me, I'm just a raving lunatic. As I'm sure they would like to make that scene. But I'm a man of deduction. I'm a man of deduction. I like to add properly, subtract properly, divide properly, and multiply properly. I don't do mixed match math. If the math ain't math, and I'm telling y'all right now, y'all in some severe trouble. Y'all don't think that this is a corporatocracy. Straight up. Y'all don't even see it before y'all very eyes. They wrote a 1,500-page bill, right? y'all ain't paying attention, but y'all will, about as opposed to a 4,500 page bill. Now, don't nobody read a 4,500 page bill as a human. But you know who read the 1,500 page bill? Elon Musk. What is Elon Musk in control of? A lot of technology. Got his hands in a lot of stuff. Within 2 hours, they said no. Now, mind you, Trump administration ain't even supposed to be installed until January 20th. But we already know that that's not the case anymore, people. It's no longer customary. This man had AI read that 1,500 page bill and tell him exactly what it said. He didn't read it. He didn't read it, worth a fuck. He went by what AI said. Think I'm lying? Do your homework. I'm telling you, people, unique collective awareness is what I'm driving home. The only way that we as a people, irrespective of color, creed, nationality, or origin, stand against society, don't matter, stands a chance, is to stop being deluded by it. Am I saying rise up? No. Rise your consciousness. Rise your awareness so you can see that we are not different at all. We're not. We've been fed these lies all our life. They tell you there's a poverty level in society. When there are people in the world who live in countries that we would otherwise consider third world that live way better than people over here on a fixed salary. Literally, these people that we consider third world can literally go outside their front door and go pick their produce. You got to go buy yours. Oh, you first world. No, you are the first world to be tested on and to be automated. Those people don't have automation. So y'all think that everything that we have over the United States is convenient? Fuck no. It inconveniences you every day. Those people who are picking their fruit and getting their produce off the land don't pay near motherfucker no tax. While you, with your privileged self, think that you run shit. You're privileged. You're better than everybody. You need collective awareness, people. It's us versus the rich. Period. Not to mention, to show you how cold-blooded these people really are on the closing note, that man was going to an 8 o'clock meeting. He was dead out front. He was literally 5 minutes away from where he was actually supposed to go. And guess what them people did? The meeting still went on at 8 o'clock. You mean to tell me that these billionaires just knew that this man just got popped before going to an 8 o'clock meeting? They had no conscience. They turned around and said, well, I just want everybody to know Brian is dead. But here's Kyle. And if they do that to their own, you think they really give a fuck about you or your family? You think they give a fuck about you or your racist rhetoric and your fucking ideas? These people don't give a fuck. Because the number one power and the number one problem we don't understand is the only thing that gets shit done in this country is commerce. That is it. The moment you get that shit, your problems will start to decrease. You know why? Because you start to make yourself an individual who will not be used and abused by the system. Simple as that. But if you want to keep getting right, what they got learned, they said it all the time, you can't rape the willing. Real shit. So, unique collective awareness is the infrastructure of society that holds this society up. Because to be honest with you, the people are their own oppressors. Because y'all oppress yourselves because y'all agree to things that y'all don't benefit from. Last time I checked, me as an entrepreneur, me as a conscious individual within my own right, within my own self, knowing better, I'm not finna sign up for, I'm not about to, for those who like to be politically correct, I'm not about to sign up for anything that I don't stand to benefit from. It's just that simple. But y'all uphold the structure of oppression. You don't even know it. But see, that was the whole idea, to never let you get to this point in your life where you understand the method to the madness that has operated over your life for so long. So for all you people that's going out here getting ready to celebrate this Christmas and all this shit, let me tell you something. There are very dark, evil times upon us. Within the next few days, the Pope himself, look it up, do your research, do your homework. The so-called Pope himself is about to perform a ritual never performed in the history of mankind. He is about to open up something. For some odd reason, he wants the whole world to see this. He is literally getting ready to open up things that have never been opened up for eons. Why this year, though? But I try to tell people, nightmare before Christmas. Nightmare before Christmas. He's about to live stream an event that literally is beyond anyone's comprehension. But he'll be actually doing this Christmas Eve. What should that tell y'all people? They are running out of time. All this shit going on right now is nothing more than the show being fast forwarded for them to get to their futile, but nonetheless overly worked for goal. Complete subjugation of the human world as we know it. And half of y'all are already 50% there because y'all so dependent upon technology. Y'all halfway there. That's why a lot of people, I ain't gonna take the mark. I ain't gonna take the mark. You have a fucking clue. You wouldn't even know if you had the mark if you even understood what the fuck it was. But I can tell you what, you can't buy or sell without it. Simple as that. So with that being said, I suggest you people stand in unique collective awareness. No matter what goes on in the world, please keep a positive outlook on everything. As much grim shit is going on in the world, if you have faith in the grand creator, the most high, not a hair on your head will be touched. Not a fucking hair. Okay? So when it comes to that, you have to understand also, you're dealing with evil forces in this world. They pre-programmed y'all this for many years. All through the 90s, to the early 2000s, and now you're living it. They had to show you to walk you into what you were dealing with today. Touchscreens, smartphones, video phones, they already had that shit. They're giving it to the society because they know there's a profit margin in it. See, if you keep it to the private sector, there's no profit margin. That's why you have these smartphones. That's how you have this access you have today. Because there's a profit in it. If there was no profit in it, they wouldn't have given it to you. Trust me. Because there's more shit that they have, you just can't afford it. And I'm saying that real. Straight. Facts. But needless to say, people, this is the thing that people have to understand. Unique collective awareness. In order for us to fundamentally change and shift this system into our benefit to ensure to us a future, we have to all get on the same page. Fuck our feelings, fuck our outlook, fuck our opinions, and let's look at reality objectively. Let's figure out how the fuck we're going to do something about it. Or else it's going to do something about us. Irrespective of race, nationality, color, creed, or origin. Don't give a fuck. You better pay attention to the world that's around you. Get out of your little hubby holes and get active. Because the time is now. I suggest y'all don't wait till no motherfucking January 1st to start talking about New Year's resolution. You better start that shit as soon as you cut this fucking video off. I'll tell you that much. Or cut this video off and act like I ain't said nothing. Go back to your little sleepy land. Go back to your Roblox and your PS5s and your little distractions. Act like what I said don't fucking matter. But whether you believe it or not, I'll leave on this note. Whether you believe what I say or not, it's going to happen to you. Whether you believe it or not. And that should be the scary part for a lot of y'all. But for those who stand strong in the faith, grab some popcorn, man, and sit back and watch it all fall. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Peace, light, love. Y'all stay tuned for the next upload. Agents, man, fuck y'all. Your time is short. Have all the fun you can. Because judgment comes swiftly. Just saying. It is what it is. Take care. Stay tuned for the next upload.